Hey everybody, so it has been over a year since my last video. I do apologize for that. Have some good news. We are about to dive into this wagon, get this thing going. Decided not to do the paint and body work now, but instead work on maintenance, performance. Yes, I said performance. Yeah, just kind of get this thing nice and ready to drive, enjoy it. And then once I get everything else dialed in, maybe just work on restoration and the paint work. But for now, let's make this thing fun and enjoyable and get into what's to come. I've wanted a couple of these parts for a while now, and I really can't believe I have them in my possession. I've actually had them for longer than this video, but let's go. Let's dive into it. All right, first thing I want to show off is what's in front of me right now. I'm currently zoomed into the, and you guys will soon see what I'm talking about. So let me pan out so you guys can see the whole view. Ooh, yeah, we know what that is. So this is a Jackson Racing Supercharger, specifically for the D-Series motor. It's actually for the OBD1 motor, not the OBDO, the D16A6 that would have come out of the wagon. But yeah, so we're going to convert the wagon to OBD1, get this thing in it, possibly get some Honda data going, and yeah, make some noise. I've wanted a supercharger for a very long time now. As you can see, this thing is pretty minty. Picked it up off Facebook Marketplace from a dude. We're actually pretty good buddies now. But yeah, he hooked me up. This thing came off of his show car. So yeah, like I said, it's very clean. He threw in a whole bunch of accessories. So I got the intake with the elbow, Honda data, intake manifold, gasket. I guess cooled the temps. It's a little bit thicker, so that way it's not metal on metal. I ended up buying spark plugs, fuel pressure gauge, fuel filter, came with belts. I do plan on changing the oil in the supercharger. Apparently this is what you run in it, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap that fluid out. I do have the original pulley that came with the supercharger. If we walk over here, this is an aftermarket pulley. It's a little bit smaller for more boost. We can see the diameter difference. It's actually quite a bit. Yeah, and a couple brackets. I think these guys actually strip out. So this bracket's actually out of steel. I believe the original is, out of aluminum. So those threads just strip right out. No good. So I do have a backup. That's exciting. Yeah, so this thing should be ready to rip. So if that was the end of the video, cool, but it's not. I have something else to show off. Like I said, I was originally going to put this guy on the OBDO motor and just see what it does, but something else came across my plate. My buddy ended up reaching out to me and asked me if I wanted to buy this. We're going to call it a motor, and yeah, I pulled the trigger on it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so here it is, D16 Z6. I've had a couple of these in the past and was not a fan of them. Had oil pressure issues. Hopefully this time around we'll have better luck. The condition of this motor is really unknown. As you can tell, it came out of a junkyard. Still has the seatbelt straps attached to it when they pulled it out of the car. A little funky down below. The block's a little dirty. I don't know if they had an axle blow up or what. The backside's even worse. But like I said, I picked this thing up for pretty cheap from my buddy. And this is actually the motor you want to run with the supercharger I have. So it should be a good match. The crank pulley rib should work perfect with the supercharger pulley that's currently on it. Yeah, like I said, and I even came with a harness. So we'll have to just convert the wagon to OBD1, throw this thing in there, throw the supercharger on it, and hopefully make a whole bunch of cool noises. If I told you that was it, I'd be lying. So let me show you what's behind me. This was totally not planned. I'm also into mountain biking. I went to a local mountain bike event. Ran into a guy that I actually knew from a local bike shop. He said, "Oh, I like your Honda Element." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm into Hondas. They're cool." And he said, "Yeah, well, I got this dual cam D series laying around my house. It was in my hatchback. The car is now gone. It was totaled, and all I have left is the motor. Do you want it for free?" And I'm like, "Hold on, what? For free?" And it's a ZC dual cam. He's like, "Yeah, that's it." So yeah, wasn't sure if the guy was just pulling my chinks. He obviously kind of knew what he had. It was an older build, but still, it's pretty cool. Long story short, he was not pulling my chain. Went over to his house, saw it. It was too clean to take it for free, so I offered him, I think, like $150, and he took it. So yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. This thing is sweet. All right, so here it is, my $150 ZC dual cam. Yeah, as you can see, it's also like turbocharged. I was not expecting that. Like I said, he said it was an older build, so I think it's just some factory turbo off of just a production car. Nothing too crazy. She does need a rebuild. It's a little loose, but it's kind of cool to have. Also to note, the timing belt gear, crank pulley, cam gears, they're all gone. So that is unfortunate. As you can see, this is a pretty fresh build. He did say that he pulled the head off, rebuilt it, put a new gasket on it, and never put it back in the car. Yeah, so I'll probably be searching for those parts. Also, it's missing the distributor. I know it's specific to this motor. I think maybe an Integra distributor might work. Not too sure, but I have this thing. It's pretty cool. Yeah, didn't know too much about this motor, other than it's the only dual cam D series motor that's offered. We did not get these in the United States. So this thing is really cool. I'm excited to have it. So yeah, now I have a supercharger, I have a turbocharger, and I have two motors to choose from. So really just have to figure out what I want to do and where I want to start. But like I said, I want to work on this wagon. It's literally been over a year. I'm ready to tackle this thing and get into it. The parts car is long gone. Had to take that thing apart, took the parts off of it that I needed. And actually, I was able to save every single part off that car. I pulled the glass out. I pulled all the parts out. Don't tell anyone, but I actually ended up cutting parts off of it just to hopefully manual swap and convert my wagon to four-wheel drive. The parts car, as you guys remember, was very rusty. It was a New York car. It was disgusting, but don't worry, I pulled every single part out of that car. So yeah, now I just have a decision to make. First step is probably just gonna be pulling this motor out, and yeah, jumping right into it. I'm excited. All right, so something I forgot that I got with the ZC, the ECU for it. So as you can see, this floppy disk, yeah, this is a floppy disk. Some of you may not even know what this is. For Windows 95 to 98, holy crap. Yeah, so I guess this is what you would use to tune your car. None of that Bluetooth stuff, none of that USB connection. No, this is it. So I guess you would load the tune to the floppy, take that tune, plug it into this, yeah, cell phone jack, or I'm sorry, telephone jack. And yeah, tune your car that way. Pretty simplified, way different than we're used to, but that's how it was done. So it's reading over the ECU here. I have no idea what the model means. Version is VTEC and NOS. Sweet. We all know it was turbocharged, so who knows? Check the date, 03. This thing's old. This is a PM6. That's out of like an SI D16 A6 car, so nothing too crazy, just multi-point ECU. There's the jacks on the side. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I know the company's still around. Not even sure if this thing works. I guess I could plug it into the hatchback and see if it runs. I'd rather just hold on to it and see what else I can find. Yeah, so I just did not want to forget about this ECU. It's pretty cool. I was excited just to get this as well. All right, another new piece for the wagon that you guys didn't know about. So did get a whole center console. It did include the EDM lower pocket or the cubby. Yeah, I've always wanted one of these. I'm a simple dude. I have the armrest. I love it, but also wanted a little bit more storage. Throw my wallet in there, whatever it may be. I just think these are really neat, very functional, and I'm all about that. So yeah, I actually thought this was lost in shipping. It took about 3 or 4 months to get here. I thought it was long gone, and then all of a sudden one day it just kind of showed up. I was super excited. I purchased it on eBay. Yeah, I even got my refunds. I thought the shipping was just lost. So once I received it, reached out to the seller, said, "Hey, look, I received it. I want to send the money back to you." And he was super thankful for that, and so was I. Like I said, I did not expect to even see this in front of me right now. Cool. So as you may or may not know, this is gray in color. My interior is blue. Don't worry, I have a solution. So, funny story. The same guy I got the Supercharger from actually said, "Hey, my buddy's into wagons, this and that. It's got blue interior." Well, long story short, found out that this SEM color, shadow blue, is almost dead perfect to the OEM, EF, EE, whatever you want to call it, interior plastic color. I did a little test, and they're not wrong. It's pretty close. The finish is a little bit more, I guess, glossy than factory, but I'm sure in time it should just kind of mellow itself out and blend right in. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint the whole thing or just pull the lower console off, the cubby portion, paint that, and just match it to the factory blue. Like I said, I'm not too sure what I want to do just yet, but long story short, I'm excited. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of goodies that are going to really turn this car around. All right, to end this video, I just kind of wanted to show you what else I've been busy working on. So yeah, I was contacted and asked the question, "Hey, can you reproduce the limited edition RTI decals that usually don't come on US wagons?" This is actually going on a N-Track full drive wagon that was imported, and I said, "Yeah, let's do it." So mock these up just to kind of get an idea of how it fit, how it looks. Installed the sample on my wagon. I think it looks pretty cool. Turned out great. I actually have the whole side designed and ready to go. Just waiting on everything to pull the trigger really and print it. I'm excited. Yeah, it's a pretty cool project. I love reproducing decals. I'm a sticker head, so yeah. Excited to see how it turns out, and really excited to see it on the car. So I just want to let you guys know it's something else I've been working on. All right, so in the house now. Lastly, I just wanted to finish this video off on possible steering wheel options. I really love the sedan steering wheel that's currently in the wagon now. But aftermarket wheel always just kind of looks good and feels great. So two different Arties here, way different style, way different look. But just wanted to kind of show you guys, get your thoughts and see what you would think would look a little bit better in the wagon. I kind of like the wood grain, to be honest, so we'll see. Probably need to polish up the spokes a little bit. They're a little scratched. So yeah, let me know what you guys think and which one should go in the wagon. All right, on that note, yeah, that's all I got for you today. I'm sorry it's been so long. I'm going to try to put these videos out at least once a month, hopefully bi-weekly. But as we all know, life happens. No real excuses. I just got stuff going on, and I am ready to focus on getting this wagon how I want it, and enjoy the thing, and hopefully get many smiles on my face like it always does. Like I said, I just drive that car and it makes me so damn happy. So yeah, stay tuned, and this is not the last video, I promise.